Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about longest common subsequence. So first, let's see what is a subsequence. A subsequence string is an string that can be derived from another string by deleting some or no character without changing the order of the remaining elements. For the AXYT string, A is a subsequence because if we delete XYT we get A, which is the subsequence of the AXYT string, and same way if we delete YT we get AX, if we delete Y we get AXT, and same way if we delete any character from this string, but you need to make sure that you can't change the order of the character. So longest common subsequence of a two string is the longest subsequence string that is present in the both strings. So it's for example, for AXYT string and AYZX string, you can see that A come in common. So if we proceed, we type A and then go for X is common. So only AX, A and X both contain AX as a common subsequence. So if you given a two strings, so you need to find the longest common subsequence. So how we can find out? Let's see. There are two approaches. One is iterative, one is recursive. So start with the iterative approach. Iterative approach to find the longest common substring. You are given X and Y string. First you need to find the size of the X and Y string, and then you need to declare a DP table of size n plus 1 cross m plus 1, and then iterate over every pair of I and j using the for loop. So for the for this we need a nested loop. On the outer loop iterate over I to n, and the inner part iterate over j to m. If xi is equal to yj, then update the dp I plus 1 and j plus 1, and then uh, with 1 plus dpij. As you can see, when we find the same letter in both the string, it is better to take that letter inside the string. So I plus 1 dpij, and otherwise update the dpi plus 1 and j plus 1 with the maximum of dpi j plus 1, dpi plus 1 and j. And here I and j depict the previous row. I is the previous row and j is the previous column. So and by this way at the end return dp and m, which contain our result, that is the longest common subsequence of the string x and y. Now see how we can implement longest common subsequence in the recursive approach. For finding the longest common subsequence, first you declare a function which can take 5 arguments. First is is integer I, which represent the current index of a string X, integer j, which represent the current index of a string Y, and the string X, Y, and the 2D vector dp, which is used for memorization. And here you can see that x, y, and dp are passed by reference. So here when we call a recursive function, so we do not want to create the copy of x, y, and of course dp. We do not want to create a copy of dp because dp contain our answer, so this should be common. And also x and y never changes, so better to keep it constant so they can share the same memory location. So x, y, and dp are passed by reference. So declare a answer variable with 0, and then if I is x dot size or j is y dot size, it means we are the end of the string and no no character can be added in the subsequence, so return 0. And here dpij not equal to -1, it means that when we create this dp vector, we initialize every element with -1. So better if it is not equal to -1, it means it is updated somewhere. So better to return that answer because we already visited that uh, that index I and j, so return that answer. And now here we need to decide which character should we take or leave, or leave in which from which string. So if character are same in both the string, so update take that character and find the longest common subsequence from the next index in the both string, that is I plus 1 and j plus 1. So here if the xi is same as yj, then update this answer with the 1 plus longest common substring of the next character in the both string I plus 1 and j plus 1. And now we need to decide from which string should we leave a character. So here, suppose at first we want to leave the character of string x, so increase the I plus 1 and find the longest common subsequence from that for x from index I plus 1 and for y from j. And then now we want to leave the character from y, so just update this j plus 1 x, y, and dp. And now update the answer with the maximum of ans and the maximum of longest common substring by leaving character from x string and the longest common subsequence forming by leaving the character from the y string. And now update the dpij. Now the question arises why we keep this answer. So if there must maybe some condition, if we leave a same character, then also we can find the longest common subsequence which has a length greater than the length of the subsequence if we take the if we take X, I, and Y, J. So at the end, return then dpij and update this dpij with ans. And now here is the main function to invoke this longest common sequence. So for in the main function, read the string x and y and then find the size of x and y and form a dp of n cross m and initialize every element with -1, and then we need to invoke this longest common subsequence function with starting from 0, 0, x, y, and dp. Here 0, 0 means that we're going to start from at the start of the every string. So don't forget to practice this concept. Do practice this longest common substring with both iterative and recursive approach. Code, compete, and win.